So hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to discuss about elections, Indian elections. As the election season is just over, so it is the best time to discuss about this 1.5 months of immense pressure and excitement. So without a further delay, let's get started. So India conducts its elections once every 5 years to elect its prime minister. And you have guessed it right, it is not at all an easy task. So with a home to about 1.4 billion people, it is the largest democracy in the world. To conduct its election, it takes not only a courage but a tremendous amount of dedication. The task is solely on the Election Commission of India, with about 1 billion active voters, with 5.5 million EVMs to be used in 2024, 15 million security personnel and officers who will conduct these elections, and 2,600 political parties. It is the mother of all elections.
The images that you are seeing right now have nothing in front of the actual scenario. These vehicles are just for backup. Thousands of such buses and vans were used to carry personnel from the main station to different polling stations. Millions of EVMs and thousands of polling booths were set up all across the country, reaching as high as 11,000 feet. 15 million personnel were called on to conduct this process smoothly. They were trained and taught to manage crowd. Total sum or expenses came out to be $14.4 billion, which is twice the figure that had come up in the 2019 elections. Everything was ensured so that no one is left behind in order to exercise its right to vote.
So now I'm going to discuss about my personal experience of being a first-time voter. So among those 18.5 million other voters who are eligible to vote for the very first time, I was one of them. And I remember the night before the voting day, I was very excited. I did a lot of research about all the candidates of different parties. Then that morning, I woke up and again did a lot of research so that my first ever voting experience not only be a memorable one but also be a responsible one. So I went to the polling booth. We already know our polling booth where it was. So I and my sister together went there to cast our votes. So when we reached there, it was just like any normal political event. There were a lot of people, lot of security personnel, police, and other stuffs like that. And then there was not a single polling booth. There were several of them. So I went to the officer and asked whether this is my original polling booth or not, because I was not even sure for that. For So I went there and asked her if I am going to vote in this polling booth or any other one. So I went there. Then she told me that yes, it is indeed my name was on the list. So she guided me to the particular polling booth where I needed to cast my vote. So I stood up in the The people there were very cooperative, I would say, because there was a lot of hustle and bustle as the crowd was very much. But the people are really very cooperative. They really manage the team there. They really manage the things very in a good manner. And I stood in the line for about 15 to 20 minutes. Then my turn came. And while standing there, I was listening to others chatting there about the different political ideologies, about different candidates, about their personal choices and all. So I was very silent because almost everyone was elder than me. Then I went inside. There were several officers as well as the members of the candidates who sent them in order to have a check on the system or process. So I went there and I saw my voter ID card. She verified it and found my name there. So she told me some number and stuff. I again moved to another officer. She painted my nail with the indelible ink, and I stood there for about 5 minutes so that the person in front of me could settle down with this process. Then the officer who was in charge of the system, she put a green signal, and I went further to cast my vote. First, I voted for the MLA seat. Then I verified it in the VVPAT. Then I moved on to the MP candidate. Then I again voted and verified it again in the VVPAT. And it is done. I went outside and the process is done, just which only take about 5 minutes hardly. And I would say it is a very easier process for the for all of us citizens. And there is some problems. I would say the crowd management could have been better managed. The facilities could have been better, but still, I have a big respect for the Election Commission of India. It is not at all an easy task to conduct such an a big event in just few months of preparation. So, and we are done, and this process is very simple. But there is a big problem that needs to be fixed by the EC before the next election. That the problems that are faced by the officers that are being assigned to conduct the elections, they face a lot of problems every election. So their well-being is a matter of concern. My mother, being a polling officer, she told me all the inefficiencies that the EC made.
Efforts of thousands are put to conduct these elections. It is not at all a simple task. So I urge each and every one of you who is eligible, please vote. Vote for your right, vote for your demands, vote for your responsibility, and vote for your own country.